how dangerous is it for the West to leave their energy security completely open to foreign influence and have no backup at a time of geopolitical strife?
Well, the big problem is, and you kind of alluded to it, is if you don't have energy, you don't have industry. If you don't have industry, you cannot be a geopolitical superpower, because at the end of the day, in order to project power, even in our digital age, you still need, airplanes, you still need ships, you still need tanks, you still need equipment. And we see this now, of course, particularly Russia is a great example for this. Everybody was mocking Putin and Russia at the outbreak of the Ukraine war, right? Their economy is not larger than Texas, and their economy is so small, their GDP is so small. All of that is true, but Russia is basically an armory and an energy superpower, and in times of war that really matters. And they showed us. I mean, their military turned out to be more incompetent than we assumed, luckily. But when it comes to kind of the economic strength that they can draw from energy, they can draw from the industry, that was completely underestimated in the West. And the West is currently having a problem in production. And everybody in the world knows this. The United States will have real trouble. I know that Janet Yellen said we can finance 2 wars. You might have the money, but you don't have the industry. Like, we are falling behind in the production of ammunitions, of shells, of all the equipment that you actually need to wage a war. And again, the Russians know this, the Chinese know this, the Iranians know it, Hamas knows it. And at some point, we're going to be overstretched in basically in economic terms. What we need to learn in the West is that there is an importance, right, to have a strong industrial base. And we have outsourced our industry in any place of the world except ours. Just as a quick example, I mean, this has changed a little bit, but even, if 90% of your pharmaceuticals, of your aspirin, of your vitamins for agriculture is made in China, you give your opponent huge leverage. And this simply has to change. But I think we still have not fully realized what that entails, because this will mean, particularly in the case of Europe, domestic energy policies from nuclear, from fracking, right? You have to make a choice. You can either be an autonomous, wealthy, strong continent, nation, European Union, or you become the vassal of somebody else. It really is that simple. And history has shown this. Why was the West so powerful? Because we had the Industrial Revolution, because we had the Energy Revolution. That made us strong. If these things shift to somebody else, they will be the powers of the future.